1995 Ford F-150 with 66,000 miles. It's a four-wheel drive and it's an Eddie Bauer truck. Let's see what it does out on the open road. This morning we are in a 1995 Ford F-150 four-wheel drive Eddie Bauer edition, which is really cool. This is a 66,833 actual mile truck, so fantastic miles on this one. And it is a clean Carfax and it is a clean Autocheck, so no accidents or damage ever reported. And it is a true 66,833 actual miles. And the truck drives like a great mileage pickup. Has its original 5-liter backed by the 4R70W automatic overdrive transmission, both of which function exactly like they're supposed to. Motor's good, transmission shifts like we want it to, goes in and out of all the gears, goes in and out of reverse, so no problems with motor or transmission. You have power steering, power disc brakes, and then this one again is a factory four-wheel drive truck with the automatic locking hubs. You have your selectable 4x4 and then your low range up on the dash there, and the four-wheel drive does function like it should. I will say, going down the road, cruising straight, the steering wheel is off center just a little bit to the right, as you can see here in the video, but the truck tracks like we want it to. It's not pulling me either direction. It's an easy pickup to drive. AC is on right now and the AC blows nice and cold. The heat blows hot, no problems there. Factory style exhaust. I would go with some Flowmasters. I love my Flowmasters behind all 5 liters. This one's a little bit quiet for my personal taste when it comes to the exhaust, but if you like a quieter exhaust system, this one still retains the factory style exhaust. It does have some surface corrosion on the exhaust, but it works for a factory style system. On the interior here, you have a factory Mocha interior. Seat covers do have some little burn spots in them, but there's no weird smells in here. But the seats are still in good shape. You have your fold down jump seat here in the middle. Some of the Eddie Bauer plating on the actual trim on the inside of the truck here is kind of coming loose. Specifically over there on the passenger door, it's missing some chunks of it, and then it's kind of bubbled up a little bit in a few areas. But the top of the dash looks good. The headliner, the visors, all of that does look like in good shape. You do have a few wrinkle spots in the visors themselves. Steering wheel has a little bit of age on the top of it, but your carpet, your floor mats, the soft portions of the door panels are in good condition. Your little center console here in the back side of the jump seat works. Glove box opens and closes properly with your owner's manuals in there. And we do actually have a decent amount of receipts and some miscellaneous paperwork for this truck. You'll see that along with the Carfax and the Autocheck in that additional media section on the website, pcclassiccars.com. So make sure you guys check that out. As far as the does it work section for this pickup, it's a pretty short list. The cruise control is listed as a no. We are going to try it on the return trip because sometimes they will kick on and they won't kick off. But we'll try it again one more time. But we have the cruise listed as a no, and then the parking brake is not working. When you try to push the parking brake down, it's not wanting to go down any. So there's something wrong with the parking brake mechanics there. That's probably a pretty easy fix for the next guy. That does it work section will be found on the website, pcclassiccars.com. How you're going to find that again is go to pcclassiccars.com, and then you are going to click on the inventory tab, click on this truck, scroll to the bottom of the page, and you'll see that additional media section. What you're going to find in there is motor numbers, VIN numbers, Carfax, Autocheck, does it work section, photos of the imperfections inside, outside, underneath. All of that will be in that additional media section, so make sure you guys check that out. But overall on the inside here, it is a comfortable interior and it's an enjoyable truck to drive. Gauges are all functioning. Your airbag light over on the left of the dash is flashing, so the airbag light does flash. And then when you kick your turn signals on to the right, it flashes like it's supposed to. The turn signals work on the outside of the truck, but when you kick it to the left, the little turn signal is staying on the dash, so it's not actually flashing. You do have a little bit of a drip from the rear main seal from the back of the motor. Obviously, a lower mileage truck like this hasn't been regularly driven a whole bunch, so you are going to get some little seeps and drips here and there, but this one does have some little drips on the underneath. You got your dual horn buttons. Both of those function like they should. Factory stereo with the cassette. Stereo works. Don't know if the cassette works. It's really nice driving one of these with super cold AC because it's getting hot here even early in the days in Texas. So really Really good performance from the stock style driveline. The 5.0, the 4R70W, both perform exactly like we want it to. As far as the underneath, this truck's had a little bit of work done on the inner rockers and the front toe board area. It's had a little bit of rust repair done on both sides. I will say on the suspension and the steering components, they do have some surface corrosion on them. But overall, the underneath of the truck is solid. But you do have those spots that have been repaired on the inner rockers and the toe board area. The backing plates, it's missing the one on the driver's side. The passenger side backing plate up front's got a little bit of rust in it. The cross braces underneath the truck have a little bit of rust and some surface corrosion areas here and there. All stuff that can be pretty cleaned up, but it does have some of those isolated areas. And then on the exterior of the truck, and this is the big reason why it's priced where it's at, and it's not a $25,000 to $27,000 truck normally where I would sell this, is it's had some amateur work done, and then the paint is faded. So the hood is faded, the roof is faded, and then it's had some amateur rust repair on the wheel wells on the sides of the bed, in the back on the left and the right. You can see where they put in some new metal, and then the bodywork's kind of showing through. There's some bubbles there. You got some other clear coat related issues. You got some touch-ups in the paint. Overall, cosmetically, walking up to the truck, you can still enjoy this truck, drive it, but it does have those faded spots, and it does have the isolated repair spots on the bed sides, and then down low on the rockers and the lower fenders. It's had a little bit of work done as well. A couple cracked spots in the paint. Again, price point of the truck based off of really the isolated rust spots that have been repaired, and then a couple of the ones that you can still find on the truck. Would be a great truck for someone to have as a first vehicle or as an extra vehicle you're going to use it in the winter, whatever someone would want to do to it. But it does have, again, those spots. Something that, again, still can be used regularly. Nothing that's structurally a problem, just being fully transparent. It does have those areas, which you will see photos of on the website, pcclassiccars.com, so make sure you guys check that out. As far as the suspension goes, feels good. Easy truck to drive. Steering goes where we want it to. Again, we did note that the steering wheel is off center to the right a little bit. Not bouncing me around all over the place. The shocks, the suspension do feel good. It's a good road feel. It's not beating me to death. Where I point the truck is where it is going. You have a little back and forth in the steering, but nothing that I would classify as unusual for this pickup. The four-wheel drive functions like it should. It's automatic locking hub, so all you got to do is put it in four-wheel drive or four-wheel low range, and you're good to go. As far as looking out over the windshield, and sorry, that's my garage door opener that's bouncing around. As far as looking out over the hood, looking out of the windshield, a few little scuffs in the actual windshield itself, but it's all pretty clean. No major, like, stone bullseyes or any issues with the front glass. Wind noise is a minimum. Side windows roll up and down like they should. They're power windows, power locks, and power mirrors, which function. Then you have a solid back glass, which is clear and easy to see out of looking out of your rear view mirror. Looking out of the rear view mirror, you can see inside the bed back there has a nice drop-in bed liner. Probably been in there since close to when the truck was new. Inside the tailgate is also nice. Tops of the bed rails will have they have pocket caps, so the caps have been covered with like little chrome pocket caps. A little heavier acceleration here. Again, that motor is great. Transmission is nice. Feel very confident in the mechanicals. And to be honest, I got to turn the AC down because I'm freezing right now. That's always a good problem to have, other than the alternative when the air doesn't really work that well and you're not that comfortable. But the AC in this truck works fantastic. Doors open and close nice. You have your hood release, and then your secondary up front, and then the tailgate opens and closes properly as well. Downshifts like it should when we get heavier into the throttle. When you do pop that hood, it's very factory in there, starting with the firewall. That shows well. Excuse me, the inner fenders, the core support, all of that checks out nice. It is the original motor for the truck, 302, 5 liter, whatever you want to call it. Belts, hoses, serviceable items, all of that stuff looks really good. There's a lot of good service records on this one. Great mileage entries on the Carfax. Again, we have a bunch of receipts for all the stuff that was done over the years. So for me, the negatives on this one, again, the isolated little rust spots here and there, and then some of the amateur work that's been done on the body. But for the price point of the truck, you're getting a four-wheel drive Eddie Bauer F150 with 66,839 miles. So if you wanted to fix a few of those things over time, you could, or you could just drive this truck for another 150,000 miles without doing anything to it. It is a great example. It's a lot of fun to drive. I've always loved the Eddie Bauers. The Cool trim level on these. Just something you don't see very often with these kind of miles. And again, I love my Ford 4-wheel drive. This is a really cool truck. You have your little overdrive button here, kicks on, kicks off like it should. Little light lights up. No other real disclaimers on the inside here. Kick panels look nice. Got your cup holders here. Got the little cargo net in the back. You need to put some groceries back there, whatever you got to do. Oh, your little map lights. They work on both sides here, left and right, which is cool. Then you kick your headlights on, or you turn your dome light on. That works like it should as well. You can kick that on and off. All right, wait for this little Nissan pickup to go, and then we'll get after a little bit. Got your power lock switches. Yeah, good performance from the 5-liter. Sounds good. Stick around for the end of the video. We're going to be back in the showroom giving y'all a vehicle briefing on this truck, which is a 1995 Ford F-150 Eddie Bauer edition. I'm Michael. This is the killer truck. We'll see you guys back in the showroom in just a second. All right, y'all, we're back to the showroom. We're gonna hit y'all with a vehicle briefing on this 95 Ford F-150 4-wheel drive Eddie Bauer edition for y'all. F-150 4-wheel drive, obviously. Eddie Bauer edition, pretty much what it was just your cosmetic package. You got your decals, you have the two-tone paint, a couple different interior trim things that were added to the truck. So the Eddie Bauer edition is a cool add-on for these trucks, but it doesn't really change anything mechanically, just kind of an appearance package. This truck is a 66,000 original mile pickup. Clean Carfax, clean Autocheck, so all of that is great. The driveline that's in it is the original 5-liter, so legendary 5-liter. Plenty of life left in the truck, obviously being only 66,000 miles. Motor, transmission are great. Going down the road, steering wheel off to the right just a little bit, but the truck tracks nice and true. Air is super cold. I literally turned it off halfway through the test drive video because I was freezing. So the air is nice and cold, the heat blows hot. Your things that aren't working on this pickup is your cruise control's not working, and then the parking brake, when you try to press it down, the pedal's not moving at all. So something's bound up with the parking brake. Your other things with this truck is the cosmetics are gonna be the biggest shortcoming. So somewhat original paint, somewhat has been reshot. Your hood's obviously faded. Your roof is obviously faded. And then I would say the worst aspect of the truck is on both rear wheel wells. You can kind of see where someone did some amateur repair work. You can feel up underneath here where they did some metal work. You can see probably had some rust here at one point. So that'd be the worst thing on the truck is on both sides. There's been some repair done on both bed sides. And then you do have some isolated spots that have been done down low on the truck. Overall, underneath the pickup, it is solid, but it has had a little bit of work done on the inner rockers on both sides and then the toe board area. The truck did come from up north a little bit, so that's why it's got some of these isolated spots, but I would still classify it as it's a good, solid truck with worth doing some things to if someone wanted to. For the price point and all of the other really good things for the truck, I would say this is a great pickup for someone that wants a cheap driver. We're not really getting, there's not a lot out there for sale under 20 grand for a 4-wheel drive, 66,000 mile vehicle that is still clean.
Yeah.
Yes, this truck has its isolated spots underneath and it's got its isolated spots that have been, I would classify as amateurly repaired, but it still is a good quality truck. Again, price point on it is fantastic. Wheels and tires are great. Interior, same thing. It's got some age-related spots on the seats, a couple spots on the dash, little things here and there, but overall, again, truck you can hop in, drive, do some little things too if you want to, but overall the bones of the truck are really good. Y'all got any questions on this one?
No. On the Eddie Bauer, is that a performance at all? Is it just a trim? Is it just an
No,
appearance?
it was just kind of an add-on appearance package. So you got the two-tone paint with this one, and then on the bed sides, you have your Eddie Bauer sticker, and then on the interior, again, you just got a couple little trim updates. That's pretty much what you got. There was nothing motor-wise, nothing transmission-wise, suspension, nothing was changed. That's all still the same as a standard F-150. If this truck was just a standard F-150 and didn't have Eddie Bauer, it would be the exact mechanically, just a couple little upgrades cosmetically.